Uh, on that note, let's move on and take a look at all the stocks that are going to be in focus in today's trading session. For that, we're joined by Varun, Sharad and Shrishti, all three of them. First up, let me come to you then. Varun, take us through all the stocks that you have picked out for us, the stocks that will be moving in trade today.
Well, so let me start with IndusInd Bank. The company has reported its quarterly numbers and it's a mixed bag, because if you look at the NII and also the PPOP, that is better than what we were expecting, although the profit has come at around 604 crores, which is far less than what we were expecting. The net interest margin of the company is around 3.46%. We were expecting it to come at around 3.2 to 3.4%. So it is better than what we were expecting, but the deterioration in asset quality is far more than what we were expecting. It has come at around 3.64%. The GNPA numbers, we are expecting it to be at around 3.1%. So the overall deterioration is around 51 basis points. So this is a point of concern for the company. And also, if you look at the provisioning on a year-on-year basis, it has gone up by around 68%. The management has said that the financial implication of the previous issues are now behind them, and also the appointment of the new CEO and the pace of business recovery will be the key thing to watch in the coming future. Other than this, it is Torrent Pharma. The results for this company are good because there is improvement in the US business and also in the Brazil business. Overall revenues have gone up by around 11%. Also the profitability has gone up by around 20%, and there is a good margin improvement from 31.6% to around 32.5%. Though overall domestic business has grown by around 11%, Brazil business has grown by around 16% in constant currency growth. There was disruption in the German business because of supply chain issues. Other than that, if you look, there was a good performance. It was strong performance in the overall branded market, and also the company has said that it has launched the generic version of Entresto in the US market. You also have Adani Total Gas. Overall results are good because the overall volumes have gone up by around 16% on a YY basis. The revenue have gone up by around 21% on a YY basis. Although the PAT has seen a slight decline of 8%, the PAT number has come at around 162 crores for Adani Total Gas.
Right, thanks, Varun. So, IndusInd Bank, Torrent Pharma and Adani Total Gas are the counters we will be tracking on the back of earnings. But Sharad, now coming to you, you have also picked out several earnings counters for us. Mazga Dog, Gail and Arvind Fashions are the ones on your list. How have their numbers been?
For oil and gas major Gail, the numbers were largely in line with what the street was estimating. Certain operational parameters were mixed as well. The company also announced a 10,700 crore capex program for FY26 as well. Interestingly, the net revenue jumped 2.6% on a sequential basis, but the margins that went up by almost 58 basis points. Up next is Mazgaon Dock. Weak set of numbers coming in and the margins contracting by more than 15% for Mazgaon Dock. It's likely that the stock will have selling pressure in the opening trade. Now, the EBITDA also fell by almost 53% on a year-on-year basis, while the net profit also took a clobbering of 35% degrowth. Also, Arvind Fashion, strong operational numbers coming in and overall beating all the analyst estimates as well when it comes to the numbers. The net profit saw almost a 9 times increase, where the margins, however, were almost flattish, coming in at roughly 12%.
Right, Shara, thank you so much for your picks. But let me come to you finally, Shrishti. Tell us what are the stocks that you want us to keep on our radar before this, the trading session starts?
A lot of earnings indeed. Firstly, let's talk about Paradeep Phosphates, because this time around the company did come out with a strong Q1 wherein we have seen a revenue jump of 7.5% in 3,754 crores is what the company reported on the top line. The net profit has seen a jump of 60% on a YY basis, while even the EBITDA margin that has seen an uptick from 9.9% a year earlier and 12.4% is what the company reported this time around. So an improvement across the board is what we have seen in the numbers. Other than that, news flow coming in for TCS, wherein as per our sources we are getting to understand that the government is officials are keeping a close watch on the matter with respect to the layoffs, and the company is in touch with the ministry officials to foster the understanding on the matter, compulsion for the layoffs as well, because do remember TCS and some of the other IT majors were actually down in trade yesterday on the back of the news flow that 2% of the global workforce will be let go of when it comes to the IT major. Some counters within the power space, and specifically with respect to the solar power companies, that will be in focus. Case in point being Tata Power, Adani Adani Green as well as solar power producers, because mandatory use of ALMM listed solar PV cells to begin 1 month after the list publication. That is the news flow that we are getting to understand, wherein ALMM is approved list of models and manufacturers, and the companies have to comply with this particular norm. And lastly, ONGC within the oil and gas space will be in focus today, as we are getting to understand that the company and BP Exploration and Reliance have a joint operating agreement for an offshore block in Saurashtra Basin, and that's the news flow we are getting to understand on ONGC. Back to you.
So lots of stocks to watch out today. Thanks Varun, Sharad and Srishti for taking us through all the stocks that we need to keep on our radar this morning. So those are all the stocks we will be tracking, but there are